All right, so recording already has started. All right. Okay. So the purpose of this meeting is to guide all of us regarding the how to compute for the annual income tax returns in case you have two or more employers during the year. So this is usually applicable if you're a new joiner within 2022 and then you have a previous employer. Also, this is also applicable if your um an employee of Page Group or Manila SSC, then you have other side hustles and you would like to consolidate all of your income for income tax computation purposes, then this one is also good for all of you. So I have here a scenario where there is a fictional character, De La Cruz Juan Patenciano, who's an employer of Page Group Corporate Services. So, uh, De La Cruz Juan Patenciano already received his BIR form 2316 from the Page Group Corporate Services. So the purpose of BIR form 2316 is for substituted filing. Um, so what is substituted filing? Substituted filing is filing of the income tax return in behalf of the employee. So it is the employer who should file the income tax return in behalf of its employees. However, there are cases where substituted filing is not applicable. So the first exemption or excuse is that when an employee has a previous employer during the year. So in this case, Juan Potenciano de la Cruz, who's currently working for Peach Group Corporate Services, has two previous employers. So meron siyang previous employer number one, named Previous Employer Corporation, and then previous employer number two, which is Previous Employer Incorporated. So technically, he received three BIR form 2316 because of the two previous employers and then the Page Group Corporate Services. So for the purpose of filing BIR annualized income tax return, we're going to use an annualized version, an annualized form. So yung BIR form 2316 will only serve as an attachment lang siya. So attachment na lang to because meron tayong ifa-file na bago. So ano yung ifa-file natin na bago? That's BIR form 1700. So what's BIR form 1700? Can you still see my screen, team?
Yes.
Yes
All
Yes.
right.
po.
So this one. So BIR form 1700 is an annual income tax return for individuals earning purely compensation income, including non-business or non-profession income. So there are two ways on how to download BIR form 1700. So first one is to download the form going to the website of the BIR. So lalagay ko lang po dito sa steps natin. Ayan, sorry. So ayan. So first one is you can download the PDF copy. Now, if you are unable to download the EBIR form package, you may download the PDF format using this link. So, madali lang naman po mahanap yung link na to if you're going to search it on the Google Chrome. Makikita rin naman po natin siya. Ayan. Alright, so let me just try one. So for example, so ita-type lang natin siya sa Google Chrome, BIR form 1700. So normally ganyan lang, BIR form 1700. Then makikita nyo na siya agad as the first search. So BIR form 1700, then click mo lang siya, then ito na siya. So yeah. So this one, kung tinatamad tayong gumamit ng application software na meron si BIR. So ito PDF, kung mas okay tayo sa PDF, you can use PDF. The other one is through the use of EBIR form package na software ni BIR. So how to download the EBIR form software? You go to the BIR website. So this one, EBIR website. Then meron doon sa downloadable section, may makikita kayong EBIR forms na software. So please make sure that you can download the latest um, version. So the latest version as of today is version 7.9.4. So if you have additional laptop, your personal laptop, you can download this one. So just like what I'm trying now. Pero kapag ang laptop lang natin is si Page laptop, may restriction kasi si IT that we are not allowed to download other applications unless inallow nila. So with this one, you can download. Then we still have time to inform the IT team na i-install natin ito sa ating Page laptop. Yan, this one. All right. So you still have questions
So,
regarding
Mark,
the downloading? Yes po.
yeah. So, yun nga, ay nag-try ako mag-download 'no, so network failed. So, kailangan isa-isa kaming mag-file ng ticket to request na ma-allow siya ma-download using the Page laptop, or can we just do like one, request for all?
Sorry.
Well,
Tsaka sorry, may
sure po.
question din ako.
Yes po.
So naka-zip 'to 'no?
Yes po. It's a zip.
Mm.
Anong laman ng zip?
If it's a zip
Mga
file, let me try to
forms,
open. So it's
BIR
PDF?
only
forms,
an
PD
application
Set
extension. Sorry,
up?
application. Yes, it's an application.
kasi mas
Then
madali
you
siyang
need,
i-fill out
yes po,
using
mas madali siyang i-fill
the
out.
BIR form.
Yes, the only difference between this EBIR form, if you don't have anything to pay, you can just file it
Yes.
online and then
Oo.
receive mo na yung confirmation from the BIR, then you don't need to fall in line sa
Yes.
BIR offices. So
Sorry, yeah. Akala ko
using
PDF
this,
kasi.
yes, yeah. So ano lang siya, application. It's an app already. Unlike
Okay.
this one, yung PDF file, you need to fill out this one manually. Then since hindi mo siya na-file online, you need to go to the RDO in Makati,
My
RDO
God.
50, ipapa-receive mo siya, saka mo siya maibibigay sa HR team natin. So, ganun po siya. So, the best option actually is to download the EBIR Forms software package. So, this
Okay,
one.
thanks.
With regards to the question, pag magre-raise ng ticket, so we can do a group uh, raising ng ticket, pero dapat malista lahat ng mga uh, laptops
Bibigyan
or
ng access.
serial number na mabibigyan ng access or asset tag ng laptops na dapat ma-access ni IT team para ma-install manually nila sa site nila si EBIR form.
Mark, a question. Do we
Yes
have
po.
available inventory
I'm so sorry.
the available inventory of the asset tagging?
The asset tag is usually can be seen on the bottom part of your laptop. So you can see there's a sticker underneath, a page group. You can see the model, serial number, and then the asset tag. So um, either of the two, serial number or asset tag, you can inform the IT team. Then they can remote access your laptop. Then they can manually install, I mean, install remotely this EBIR form software package. Ayan
Yeah,
po.
I'm thinking kasi if I could already trigger a group request for a TARPOT.
I see po. We can do that, and I believe Danilo can also help us because we have the complete list of
Yeah, sige.
the laptops.
Okay,
All right.
we'll connect separately na lang. Thank
Okay
you.
po. Okay po. So noted on that. And then so since we are already done downloading this one, so assuming na install na natin siya on this computer. Actually, I do have one from my computer. So this is the um, feature of the EBIR forms package. So please let me know if you can see my screen. Still see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So in this scenario where Juan de la Cruz has two previous employer and then current employer niya is a page group. So we need to use the details based on the latest BIR form 2316. So this, for example, assuming this is you, so you should input manually your TIN number here. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we need to input it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So please be informed that in every field, only three numbers, 3 digits is required. All right. And then the RDO is 50, Makati City. And then your line of business, so normally na um, wala naman nilalagay dito, pure compensation lang. So earning pure, pure compensation earner. Then taxpayer's name. So you put first the surname, yung surname natin, Juan de la Cruz Juan Potenciano. And then registered address, syempre ilalagay po natin yung registered address natin bawat isa. So let's say for example, Juan de la Cruz lives in Makati City as well. Alright, so 78 Purok to um, Jupiter. Jupiter Street, Bel Air. Yeah, Bel Air, Makati City. And then the zip code. So let's say for example, the zip code is 1225. So kung yan yung zip code ni Makati, for example, and then your telephone number or mobile number. So 09, let's say for example, 0916726493. That's my number. And then the email address. So you need to put as well. So for example, I will put my own personal email here. So mark.grabilio@accountant.com. And then once you select the BIR form 1700, so you can see it here, BIR form 1700, but you need to click the BIR form 1700 version 2018. So not only the BIR form 1700. You may version 2018 po. So and once you click the fill up button here, hindi pa kayo mapupunta doon sa form kasi you need to reconfirm your TIN number and then your email address. So just like for this one, sorry, you have entered an incorrect TIN. Maybe we can change the TIN number. I like this one. So let me just change the TIN number here kasi hindi allowed yung 123 ni BIR. So 423-456-789 then 000. Then you have to reconfirm as well your email address. So in this case, sample only mark.carbilio@accountant.com. So that means to say na-confirm mo na ulit yung TIN number mo and then email. So you can go now to BAR form 1700. This one. So please let me know if the the form is so small or sakto lang po.
Okay lang.
Okay lang po. Ayan,
Yes.
salamat. Because I don't have any option to make it large using this application. So please let me know kung medyo ah, nahihirapan po kayo makasabay. Alright. So this is the format nung BIR form 1700 using the online package software. And then this is the version of the BIR form 1700 if PDF form. So this one. So same lang rin naman sila nung details. Yan lang po, yung isa is PDF, yung isa is online. Alright. So next is first you have to consolidate everything on your BIR form 2316. So if you have a lot of BIR form 2316 plus other side hustles, then you need to consolidate. So I will give you this uh, Excel file. So I have created a working file here na pwede natin ilagay. So for example, sa current employer natin, page group. So I have to put it here. Yeah. Please let me know if you can see the fields, kung medyo maliit po ba or malaki.
Okay lang.
Sakto lang po. Alright po. So for example, this is the current employer page. So you can see the details exactly here. So the gross compensation income from present employer is 686,000. So you can put here the gross compensation income 686,000 pesos, then less the non-taxable or tax-exempt compensation. So you can see it on your individual BIR form 2316. So this is just a uh, sample. So this is just a sample figure. So this is not based on the actual numbers ng mga employees. So kunwari lang po to. Then we put 111,200. So just like that. So you get the 574,800. If as you can see, you can see here uh, taxable compensation income from previous employer. Yung taxable compensation income from previous employer, you need to break down the details. Saan ba nanggaling itong 255,700? So since we have Juan de la Cruz has two previous employer or former employer, we need to dig the breakdown nung mga previous employer niya. So meron siyang previous employer, number 2. So ito naman yung details ng income niya. So nung sa second niya, 113,125. So I'll put it here. Sorry. This one is 113,125. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. So, sabihin natin ito yung previous employer 1 niya. So, lagyan natin diyan, 113,125 less the non-taxable, 21,925. So, gano'n lang siya, 21,925. So, you get the 91,200. So, as long as it tallies with the one you have sa BIR form 2316, then that means to say you are working correctly on your income tax return consolidation. So this is the second employer na meron si um, Juan de la Cruz. So this one, 194,530 583.33. So lagay lang natin dyan. Ganun din. Then non-taxable is 30,083 pesos and 33 centavos. So we have to put as well. So ayan na. So we have the consolidated version. So total is 830,500 net taxable income for all employers ni Juan de la Cruz. So some of us meron tayong side hustles, no? So just like in this case, si Juan de la Cruz meron siyang side hustle with another corporation, Your Side Hustle Limited Incorporated. So um if your intention is to report as well your other side hustles because it is a requirement by your uh, employer to consolidate all income from all sources, no, within and outside the Philippines, then you are required to consolidate it. So here, the BIR form provided by Juan de la Cruz side hustle is BIR Form 2307. Normally, the BIR Form 2307 is provided if you are working not an employer but a professional or other than a professional. So let's say for example, sabihin natin si Juan de la Cruz here is a virtual assistant and he is being paid 60,000 pesos a month for virtual assistance. So total income that Juan de la Cruz earned for 1 quarter is 180,000. So let's say 180,000 lang ang income earn niya for Q4 of 2022 at doon lang siya nag-work kay side hustle niya. So we have to input here the 180,000. All right. So the total consolidated income of Juan de la Cruz is 1,010,500. Ayan. So, can you still see my screen, team?
Yes po.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry. Ayan. Sorry lang ah. Okay. Then, we have to uh, check it. So, once we have the consolidated taxable income, we have to check it with the table, the tax table, effective as of taxable year 2022. So this one is the effective taxable rate. So papasok tayo within this range. Based dito sa computation po na to ha. So within this range. So normally, yung mga range natin, computation ng mga income taxes natin is within this range from bracket 1 up to bracket 4. So in this case, Juan de la Cruz net taxable income is on the bracket 4. So meron siyang basic tax na 130,000 pesos. So the basic tax due is 130,000 pesos. Then the additional tax due in excess of 800,000 pesos kasi the bracket here, if the income is above 800,000 pesos but not over 2 million pesos. So the 1,010,500 pesos falls within this bracket. So we have to compute in excess of that. So 1 million minus the 800,000 pesos. So this one should be computed, the 210,500 should be computed with the 30% tax rate. So times the 30%. So the total tax due po niya na babayaran supposedly for year 2022 is 193,150. But if we can see in the BIR forms 2316 ng mga employers, merong winitheld yung mga employers. So you can validate it here. Kay Page Group, if you can see na merong ni-report si Page na tax withheld from previous employer, then that means to say, updated na po itong total tax withheld ni Page Group. So in this case, 140,290. So we have to report the 140,290 as part of the total taxes withheld. Okay, that one. Let me just adjust the formula. All right, 52,860. And then, sa side hustle po niya, meron naman pong 18,000 na tax withheld. So, i-report din natin yung 18,000 taxes withheld. So, meron pa siyang 34,860 pesos na dapat bayaran. So, this is just a sample computation. So, if you don't have any side hustle, so let's say for example, walang side hustle ito. Kung wala siyang side hustle, supposedly, dapat eksakto yung kaniyang tax na babayaran, no? Or wala na siyang babayaran kasi na withhold na lahat ni current employer. Ayan. So in this case, dito naman may tax still due or tax still refundable. Ayan. So just like that. Supposedly dapat walang refundable. So dito sa sample computation merong refundable. So what happens if merong refundable? Kapag may refundable, hindi siya nare-refund sa BIR. So just leave it as is. Just like that. Yeah. Any question po regarding this one?
But then, Marky, pag may tax due pa,
You need to pay.
yun
You
yung,
need to
you need
pay
to pay. April 15 din yung
the
deadline, right?
deadline. Yes po, deadline. If you have still a tax due. For example, if only 100,000 or 130,000 na lang. 135,000. If only 135,000 has been totally withheld by Page Group, then you need to pay uh, 4,150 to the BIR directly because that is the tax deficiency na hindi na withhold nung current employer mo. Ayan. So this is just a computation sa Excel. So how do we plot it on BIR form 1700? So sa BIR form 1700, you just need to plot it, no? So lahat ng fillable fields here. So meron ng mga auto filled out fields dito kasi nag-register na tayo doon sa package, but you just need to fill out uh, other data. So here, so number 6, you need to click employee. You don't need to click the NRA NETB because that's non-resident alien, not engaged in trade or business. And then you need to put here your birth date. So let's say, for example, if your birth date is April 1, 1985, then you have to put as well your actual birthday. And then Filipino, and then your civil status if you're single or married. So let's say you're single, then you click single. If you're married, you have options. You have two options. File only your income. Another one is to consolidate your income and the income of your spouse. So meron pong portion dito. So for the purpose of discussion, file lang po muna natin as single. Alright, okay. So here, dito po, automatic po ito mafi-fill upan kasi pupunta po tayo sa page 2 nung form. So the page 2 on the PDF format is ito po yon. So same lang rin naman po sila ng setup pero naka-PDF lang. Yan. So going back here, ayan, alright. So gross compensation income here, alright. So part 6, schedule we need to include the details of the gross compensation income and tax withheld nung um, employers natin. So you need to click, if you're just filing for yourself, the taxpayer. So taxpayer, then name of the employer. So let's go back sa BIR form 2316. That's the name of the employer. Page group corporate services, for example. Basta kung ano yung nakasulat doon sa BIR forms 2316, yun yung susundin ninyo. So no more, no less. And then the T number of the employer, 603. So just like for that, 576 592 000. Okay. So if you can see, dahil na-fill upan na natin ito, na-activate yung field dito sa continuation ng Schedule 2. So pwede na natin siyang fill upan. So compensation income subject to regular or graduated rates. Doon sa working paper natin, makukuha natin yung nilagay natin na record na amount. So 686,000. So you can put it there. Sorry. 686,000. Okay. That one. And then the tax withheld. So how much is the tax withheld by the employer? So let's put the amount indicated doon sa employer. Yung withhold ng employer. So dito, titignan natin yung details. Amount of taxes withheld, present employer, 139,150. So 139,150, yan lang kasi yung withhold nung page. And then merong previous withheld taxes ng previous employer, ire-report mo naman yon doon sa column or sa field kung saan ilalagay mo naman yung sa previous employer. So lalagay natin dito 139,150. So 139,150. Then next, click ulit tayo, another one. Going back again to BIR form 2316. Previous employer, number 2. So ayan naman yung details niya. So previous employer corporation, kung yan yung name ng corporation, then 500 T number 500 571 699 000. So dahil na-fill out na natin yung sa kay previous employer, na-activate na ulit yung sa continuation ng Schedule 1. Then you have to get the information doon sa working file na ginawa natin. So same lang rin naman ito doon sa working file na ginawa natin. You get the 194,583.33, 194,583.33. Pero dito po pala sa ating BIR form 1700, hindi ina-accept kasi yung decimal. Pero kung ipipilit natin, hahayaan muna natin ah, na whole number muna siya, tapos saka mo lang ilagay yung decimal. Pero ang suggestion kasi ni BIR, alisin yung decimal. So either you round up or do or follow the rounding off of numbers. And then the tax withheld. So going back sa BIR form 2316, you have the 1,140. So sorry, going back here. So 1,140. Okay. And then the third employer, yung previous employer mo na isa, let's say for example, this one. So 113,125. So ano yung name niya? Previous employer incorporated naman, no? Previous employer incorporated. Then the TIN number 100, just put 078 321 321,000. And then 113,125. 113,125. And then no taxes withheld dito. Ayan po. So, na-fill upan na natin yung gross compensation income. Dahil na-fill upan natin ito, na-update naman yun sa taas. So, total is 993,708. This is the one, 993,708. So, it tied up with our working paper. Then you have to deduct the non-taxable or exempt compensation. So your total non-taxable or exempt compensation is here in this working file, 163,208 and 33 centavos. 163,208 and 33 centavos. One. All right. So your net taxable income is 830,500. So here as well, your taxable income is 830,500. All right. And then, just like what we have computed kanina, no? For example, magkano ba yung total na withheld ni Page? 140,290. 140,290. So meron kang still refundable. Meron kang refundable na 1,140, pero yung totoo hindi mo talaga i-refund kay BIR, so just leave it there. No? Or if you have other side hustles, you can apply that as offsetting sa income tax payment ng other side hustles mo if you only have other side hustles. But if you don't have, then this one, just let it go. Kasi i-audit ka pa ni BIR kapag i-refund mo yung 1,000 pesos na yan. All right. So going back here in the BIR form, you can see as well the net tax payable or overpayment, 1,140. So it tied up with the one we have in working paper. So ayan po. So okay na tayo dito. Let's go back doon sa page 1. So yung page 1 natin, ito na po yun. All right. Okay. So once you are done completing the BIR form 1700 using the EBIR form online package, all you have to do is to validate the report. Click validate. So there's a pop-up button na lalabas. You have entered an incorrect part 6, item 3B. Okay, this one. Let's just, ayaw talaga ni BIR ng 100 mag-uumpisa yung teen. Ayan. So let's just change it. 3B. Sorry. 3B. Make it 500. Sorry. Just
For this example, pwede bang dalawang employer na lang?
yes,
Set
kung
up
Yeah.
dalawang
Yeah, conscious of time as well. Para,
sige po.
total, I think most naman ng cases natin, we just came from one
Yeah, for
employer
ano po.
prior to joining Page within 2020.
Okay pa. Sige po.
Oo.
Alright. Okay. So let me just go back. Okay. Since tapos naman na tayo normally. Okay. All you have to do is to click validate. And then once you click validate and everything is okay, everything is correct, you just click submit final copy. So you just need to click submit final copy and then wait for a uh, small window na successful yung pag-submit online. As long as you don't have anything to pay or walang tax deficiency, everything is okay. Everything is filed online na. Then, so okay na siya, submit, final copy na, then you click print button. If you click print button, you can print it using your computer or you can save it in a PDF format. So just
No
like
need na
that
to
one.
go sa
Yes, no
BIR
need
office.
na. Opo. And then, please make sure that your email address is correct. Kasi doon magsasend back ng validation or tax confirmation si BIR.
Mhm. Okay. Now,
So,
question Marky on the RDO. So, default to Makati ang ilalagay. As in yung
Um,
RDO code 50. Because
if we,
some have
oh yeah,
worked outside of Makati prior to joining Page. Like,
I see po.
example, sa akin, personally, I alam ko Taguig yung previous
Yun.
employer. So, ibang
Alright.
RDO nun.
Okay po. If you have, if you are only earning pure compensation, then
Mhm.
it's okay to use the RDO in Makati. But
Okay.
if you have a business and you are a registered taxpayer having this kind of business, then you must file it using your own RDO kung saan ka po
Okay.
nakaregister.
Okay.
Ayun. Alright po. So, any other questions pa po?
And is there a need to attach yung mga 2316 from
Um,
Page and from the other employer? O
if
talagang use lang as reference tapos yun ang yung information from those 2316 yun lang ang
I
parang i-enter lang dito sa form?
yes po. If you're going to print the form, please attach those BIR form 2316 na in-issue po sa inyo. But if you're going to just submit it online sa
Online.
BIR, no
Mhm.
need to make additional attachment because it has been, I mean, it is the software who's filing on your behalf. So wala namang nare-require si software na mag-attach po tayo ng documents
Okay.
for that one.
Marky, question. So, kasi madaming kinapi-copy, di ba? So, paano kung nagkamali kami ng nilagay ng mga amounts? Ano ang
Sige
consequences
po.
nun?
I mean po, sorry, kapag maraming kinapi-copy naman, ma-validate nyo naman siya with the first one, the working file or working paper we do have here. So, isasend ko po sa inyo ito sa group, sa group chat natin, this working paper. So, you can validate it here. And then once you file it using the online package or online software, you can reconfirm kasi magta-tie up po sila nung amount sa huli. So here, 1,000, negative 1,140, then here as well, negative 1,140. So that means to say, you're working it correctly. Yung mahirap lang po is kapag nag-file tayo manually, so there's
Mhm.
no validation from our end. The only way we can validate it is to have this working file kung tama po yung ating nagawa. And then
So,
automate
pag
ko na
hindi
lang po yung
nag-match,
computation. Pag hindi po nag-match, yun
ibig
lang
sabihin
po.
may mali kaming ginawa.
Yes po, opo.
Oh. Akala ko makukulong kami kagad.
Wala naman po, no? So, siguro lang po maybe you can reach out to me if you're filing, currently or doing it, filing, no? So, I can help you
Yeah. I think
for
usually
that one.
naman may babayaran ka kapag number one, hindi ka nakapag-submit kay Page ng 2316 from your previous employer. So, hindi na-annualize ni Page yung
Yes po,
tax.
opo.
Kumbaga, check nyo kung may nabawas sa inyo
yeah,
na malaki at the end of
Yes po.
the 2022. Pero kapag meron, then you don't have any tax due. Dapat. Kapag pag walang binawas, then yun, obviously, expect that there would be a tax due. So,
Yes po. Ayun po. All right po. So, do you still have any more questions aside from um, the one that has been discussed?
Marky, sorry question. Kailan ang deadline ulit nito?
Sorry.
Thank
Deadline will
you.
be on April 15th, but since April 15 falls on a weekend, the new deadline is on April 17. Kaso medyo mahirap po. Yung advice ko lang po is medyo mahirap mag-file ng April 17 dahil mahaba yung pila. Kung manual po ninyo ifa-file, maghapon po kayong pipila sa BIR dahil mahaba ang pila. Kung magfa-file kayo online, hindi nyo marireceive agad yung tax confirmation from BIR. So I suggest if you can do it on 14 or 15 of April.
basta before ng 17.
Yes po, opo.
Okay, may na-mention wala na ibang question. So, ako na. Sabog. So, nagsubmit ako ng 2316. I was asked to submit a 2316 from my previous employer. Do I need to do this still?
Yes po, for consolidation and as required by HR team. I think it's a
Jesus
practice by the
Christ.
HR team.
Yun lang. Hassle lang talaga kasi late na din
Opo.
yung
But that's
notice.
the point, diba? Na we submitted a
Oo.
2316
Yes po.
from the
But
previous employer.
yes po, but I think
For the
sa
withholding.
opo, part of withholding and at the same time wala na kayong babayaran kasi na-annualize na ni Page.
Pero yung part lang
Opo,
ng
yung part lang nung consolidation.
consolidation ang hindi
Consolidation.
nagawa.
Yes po,
That
kasi
time.
as per the TMF team, our outsourced accounting partner
Yun
for
lang
Page
yun.
Group, hindi po tayo tinag as substituted filing. So, hindi tayo naka-substituted file as per them. Kasi nag-join lang tayo sa page in the middle of the year or at the end of the year. Ganun po.
Alright.
Alright po.
Thanks for the heads
So,
up.
As law-abiding tax-paying citizens of this country.
Marky, mag-message kami, alam mo na.
yes po, sure po. Go lang po.
So mabobombard.
you.
Get ready. For,
Yes po. So, thank you. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
this
you.
call.
ayan.
send-
Siguro
I'll send
prioritize na lang natin na
Yes po.
yung EBIR form kung maging made available dito sa para madaling ma-fill out ng lahat.
Sure.
Ay, oo. May mga next steps
Mm-mm.
ba yun? May clear next steps tayo doon to
Um,
make sure na it's available sa machines, sa company
Sa
machines?
page laptop.
with that one, maybe I'll discuss it with Ika and with Dan how
Mhm.
how we can ask the IT team.
Thank you.
So I'll ask na lang po with Madam Ika and Dan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Dan.
so
And thank you,
much.
Mark.
Thanks
Bye.
everyone.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.